Hello everyone and welcome to the YouTube channel of Shri Rama Bharti Public School. This is Natasha here and we are continuing with our geography chapter climate. In the previous video we had seen the entire process of monsoon, further its onset as well as its withdrawal. In this video we will study about the seasons that occur in India. Now monsoon type of climate is characterized by a distinct seasonal pattern. India falls under the category of monsoon type of climate, but it doesn't mean that it is raining throughout the year. No, there are variations in weather, there are changes, and it is thus characterized by a different seasonal pattern, and it is based on weather phenomena. And based on this weather phenomena, we have categorized four main seasons. We noticed that the weather condition greatly changes from one season to another, and most importantly, these changes are observed in the interior parts. Coastal areas stay the same throughout the year. They have moderate climate throughout the year due to the concept of land breeze and sea breeze. But it is not the case with interior parts, the areas that are landlocked. They experience extreme summer as well as extreme winter. So these changes are mostly observed in interior parts, and on the basis of these changes, four main seasons are identified in India. The cold weather season, commonly known as winter, the hot weather season, known as summer, the advancing monsoon season, rainy season, further the retreating monsoon or the transition period. Now why is it called transition period? We will see. So let's begin with the cold weather season. It begins from mid-November, stays till February, and December, January are the coldest. These are the characteristics of the cold weather season. Now, why does cold season occur at the first place? Because the position of sun has changed and it has turned over to Tropic of Capricorn in the southern hemisphere, due to which the northern part of India is experiencing cold season. Temperature decreases from south to the north because northern areas of India are basically landlocked areas and it falls in the interior, so temperature is much lower in northern part as compared to the southern part, and northeast winds prevail over the entire country, which makes it a dry season. When we were studying about the process of monsoon, we had studied that after monsoon or while the monsoon is retreating, now northeast winds are blowing over India. And these winds, because they are blowing over the land, are dry, which makes the winter season a dry season. Some amount of rainfall occurs on the Tamil Nadu coast, and we know the reason while we were studying about western disturbances. Due to low pressure, winds blow from the surface. Correct? India had low pressure during summer season and winds were blowing from the surface. Normally clear sky, low temperature and low humidity and feeble variable winds are the characteristics of this weather. Impact of western cyclonic disturbances is that it causes rainfall in northern parts of India. Haryana, Delhi, it experiences rainfall in winter season due to western cyclonic disturbances. And what is its impact on peninsular region? It makes the peninsular region moderate. The climate becomes moderate on peninsular region. Now this was all about cold weather season, which we commonly call winter. Next comes hot weather season or summer. It begins from March to May. Why? Again, due to movement of sun, northward movement of sun. Practically, the sun is not moving, Earth is revolving, but we say that the sun has moved towards Tropic of Capricorn, or you can say that because of tilted nature of Earth, now Tropic of Cancer is receiving more sunlight, and thus it brings summer to India. Northward shift of pressure belt. Now, since Tropic of Cancer is receiving much sunlight, there is low pressure over Tropic of Cancer. Now, what are the characteristics? Increase in the temperature over time. There is sudden increase in the temperature during summer season. Formation of low pressure over Indian landmass. Because of constant sunlight, the landmass gets heated up and it further leads to formation of low pressure. Lu is an important feature of this season. These are strong, gusty, hot and dry winds blowing during the day over the north and northwestern part of India, which includes states like Punjab, Haryana, Delhi, UP, Bihar. Now, direct exposure to these winds may even prove to be fatal because they are so dry, they suck up moisture from your body, and you can say that direct contact, or you can say large exposure to these winds, these warm winds, can cause even death. Dust storms are very common in northern India during this time. Because low pressure is created over interior India, all the winds they are gushing towards interior of India, and these winds are very strong. They move at very high speed, and due to this nature they bring along dust with them, and this is the reason why we often see storms before rain showers. So these winds bring light rain and lower the temperature during summer season. Now, during the end of this season, thunderstorms, violent winds, often accompanied by hail, are observed. Same reason, that the winds are blowing at very high speed towards the interior of India, and due to this, they bring along thunderstorms and violent winds, or you can say very strong winds. Now, this process is known as Kal Baisakhi in West Bengal. We often see pre-monsoon showers in summer as well, which are known as mango showers. These help in ripening of mangoes in states like Kerala and Karnataka. And we see this process during close of summer season, when summer season is about to end and monsoon season is about to begin. So this is all about the summer season. Moving on to advancing monsoon, or you can say the rainy season. In the previous video, we had seen that it begins by early June. It enters in India at the southern tip of Indian peninsula in Kerala and brings rainfall for the whole country. These monsoon winds, or you can say the southwest winds, they bring rainfall for the entire country. What are the characteristics? These flow with an average velocity of 30 km per hour and brings a total change in the weather. How? Earlier we were experiencing summer season, hot weather, and after that there is sudden moderation in the temperature. Why? Because these winds cause rainfall. And important point is, this amount of rainfall is not equal throughout Indian peninsula. It varies from region to region, and we have already seen why there is variation in rainfall. Now monsoon have a break in rainfall as well. If monsoon stays for about 100 to 20 days, it does not rain the entire time. It rains one day and sometimes it doesn't. It takes a break for about 2 days or 3 days. That amount of time when it doesn't rain, it is called break in monsoon. And it has a wet and dry spell. That break in monsoon has a wet and dry spell. They are interspersed with rainless intervals. There are times when it doesn't rain for continuous several days. This all depends on the monsoon trough, which moves northward and southward. Now, there is a monsoon trough, it keeps on moving northward, southward. These winds are pulsating, so they keep on moving towards north or south, and this movement is what causes the break in monsoon. Tropical depression also have an impact over it. Tropical depression are the cyclones that form in Bay of Bengal, you can say, due to low pressure. These tropical depressions, they affect the monsoon as well, as they cause rainfall in these coastal areas. Now, these uncertainties of monsoon, uncertainty means there is no definite time when it will rain, or there are dry spells in monsoon. These are uncertainties have impact over Indian Peninsula. If there is excessive rainfall, it destroys the crops. If there is no rainfall, that also affects the crops. So these uncertainties affect the crops one way or the other. Further, last season we see is the retreating monsoon, or you can say the transition period. Now this transition period is observed in October November with apparent movement of sun towards the south. Now in this period the sun has moved towards Tropic of Capricorn, or you can say due to tilted nature of earth, now Tropic of Capricorn is receiving more sunlight. Now the low pressure that was present in the interior of India, it has shifted, and the low pressure area has been replaced with high pressure winds, and they are withdrawing from the country. This period is known as period of transition. Why? Because hot rainy season has changed to now dry winter conditions. Now the winter conditions are approaching, winter season is approaching. So hot rainy season. Why hot rainy season? Because there is a phenomena related to this rainy season that is known as October heat. What happens in October is, earlier, from past 2 to 3 months, it was raining, it was continuously raining, as it was monsoon season. So the land is moist, soil is moist. Now suddenly, due to movement of sun, this land is receiving a great amount of sunlight. Now this phenomena, it's it heats up the land very quickly. When the land is already moist, and if sunlight falls on that land, land gets heated up. The same process is happening over Indian landmass as well, and this is the phenomena which creates October heat, and there is sudden increase in temperature in October at times. This is the reason. Due to the condition of high temperature and humidity, oppressive weather is felt during October. Oppressive weather, you can say, or you can say a slight increase in temperature. Now, this shift in pressure condition is associated with occurrence of cyclones as well. Now, when the monsoon winds are retreating and there is a transition period, cyclones occur in Bay of Bengal. Now there is high pressure over Indian landmass and low pressure is over Bay of Bengal. So all the winds, they gush towards Bay of Bengal, and due to Coriolis force, these winds, they start circulating, and when the wind starts circulating, they create the condition of cyclones in Bay of Bengal, and along with these cyclones comes the destruction. Cyclones are very destructive in coastal areas. They cause a huge amount of destruction in coastal areas. So this is it for this video. We have covered all the 4 seasons. In next video, we will see the distribution of rainfall. So this is it for this video. Stay safe and have a good day.